All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Wednesday, October 5th, 2022. That's right, this was an extra long streaming week. 7 straight days of streaming without a break for me. Finally, tomorrow. Not really. Because why? Because tomorrow, after 7 days, I have to do a ridiculous amount of stuff on my day off. Seriously, like I have a ton of errands, a very important appointment. The bright side of that is that I am going to have the opportunity to have a nice dinner with my wife at some point during the day. It might not even be dinner. It might more be like a brunch or like between lunch and dinner, early dinner, late lunch, a Brinner. Brinner? No, what about a Linner or a Dunch? A delicious Dunch. Anyway, I hope I still have a good day. It's going to be cool tomorrow. I will not be here, all right? But let's talk about what happened today. Today was my final streaming day of the week and essentially my last opportunity for a while to try to play the Overwatch 2 beta. Why? Because I was accepted into the Street Fighter 6 closed beta taking place this weekend, and I'm going to be playing it all day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that means no Overwatch those days. So I wanted to try to play it as much as I could today for mixed results. Because, man, this thing still doesn't work. So, essentially, I was able to jump in it a little on the earlier side because I, during my podcast today, attempted to join it and actually managed to get in. Okay? So I played for about 45 minutes. And after playing for about 45 minutes, I got an achievement. And when I got the achievement, the game crashed and I was kicked off the server. I had to rejoin the server. Took a while to do so. Was able to play for about 20 minutes, which I got an achievement, kicked me out of the game again. I then attempted to rejoin and it took an hour to do so. I was then able to play for about 30 more minutes, and then I ran out of time for streaming for my first stream. So in those 3 hours of trying to stream, I probably played roughly an hour and a half, maybe at most an hour and 45 minutes. I did do a variety of characters, including Winston, the new character Sojourn, as well as Diva, and I think I tried Reaper, and maybe one or two others. So not too many, but the ones that I tried, like I still like Winston. I do think they changed him a bit. He seems like he's a little bit nerfed, quite frankly. But I still did well with him, knowing how to play with him primarily. Sojourn seems like a better version of Soldier 76 with a little bit of difference, but I honestly think overall she's just way better, which makes you kind of wonder why anyone would still want to play Soldier 76 if she just definitively is a better version of him. But anyway, it was a good stream of half gameplay and half kind of waiting because, people who have been around for Overwatch have been very patient. Yesterday, I had one of the best streams in recent memory. 2 hours of just chill interaction and fun. Not really hyper-focused on the game at all, but instead just having a good time. And that was much appreciated. And now here we are. The day later, same thing's going on. All right? So I took my dinner break, came back tonight on the late stream, and it took an entire hour to play. Now, why did it do that? Because Blizzard decided to take down the servers and don't tell anyone. Why? Because they determined that they should now have the sync happen of everyone's accounts, because the only people who had properly had their Battle.net accounts synced before were PC players, but now they wanted to enable the ability to sync the console players' accounts. They didn't tell anyone they were taking the servers down. So we all sat there for an hour, me and many of my viewers, trying to play, and it just sat there in a queue that never moved. How nice of them, right? They're just such great game developers that really care about their community. They don't bother to tell them that they're taking the servers down. Instead, they have a placeholder saying you're waiting in a line that doesn't exist. They're very nice people, obviously. They really care about our time. All at once, after about an hour of just waiting, chilling, and interacting on stream, everyone, including mine and everyone else's queues, start moving. So I'm like, oh, they turned it back on. All right. So then I did get to play for about another 45 minutes, I would argue. Actually, I take it back. It was 25 minutes. This time I picked Junker Queen, the other new character that's unlocked for me, who's a tank, and I would say this is my favorite character so far. A unique combination of abilities that are all different. A healing ability that heals her and the people around her. A knife throw ability that seems to penetrate armor or at least do some pretty good damage to it. And then when you pull it back, you can actually deal damage on the way back as well, which is cool. If an enemy's between, you hit them all. A melee ability that she takes a big swipe with a big weapon, and if it hits the enemy, it's damage over time. And then on top of all of that, a gun that's actually a mid to long range single shot that reloads relatively quickly and can fire a lot. I thought it was like a shotgun. If that were the case, I thought, oh, she's the kind of character that has to rush right in the face. Shotgun, 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 melee. No. She stays mid to long range, tossing her knife, sniping. And then if someone happens to get in your face, oh, you fucked up now, because here comes the big swipe for damage over time. Her ultimate is the one thing I don't get yet. Her ultimate seems to be kind of a move that people are saying it stops the enemy team from healing, which is great, but it doesn't seem to do any damage. Like, I kept going right through all the enemies. It didn't really do anything to them, so I was, like, scratching my head like this. Like, it pretty much puts you in harm's way when you use it. Is it really the smartest move? I probably could have been more effective staying back and just doing what I was doing. I don't know if that ultimate is well thought out or not. But overall, you know, Sojourn being a better Soldier 76 and Junker Queen being a really unique tank, in my opinion. I like the two new characters that are available to me. Okay? So I played for about 25 minutes. I unlocked an achievement with Junker Queen where it's a knife throwing achievement. Oh, you killed an enemy by sticking them and pulling it out. When it pulled out, it did more damage and they died. And then the achievement kicked me out of the game, and I couldn't rejoin for the rest of the night. So my early stream, which was a 3-hour stream, I played maybe an hour 45 minutes. My second stream, which was a 2-hour stream, I played a grand total of 25 minutes. Meaning today, in the entirety of the day, 5 hours of gameplay, I played roughly 2 hours. Here's what I have to say about the game. It's Overwatch 1, because there's no new maps yet. Apparently, you have to get to ranked to get to the new maps. But when you can't consistently play long enough to get wins, you'll never get to ranked. So right now, it's literally the same match from Overwatch 1. Same maps, excuse me, from Overwatch 1. Yes, some of the original cast has been tweaked and play a little differently. I can see that with Winston for sure, that there's some definitive changes. I actually felt Diva was much better than the last time I played her in Overwatch 1, and maybe she had been buffed. But for the most part, it's the same game with a couple new characters, and that's it. Is there anything to go crazy about? Well, I loved it when it came out in 2016. I played it for over a year. I was addicted to it, and you guys fell out of love with it. You know what I mean? Like, I kept this in my rotation for a while till you guys got bored with it. I would bring it back whenever there was a new DLC character for a little bit. Then you guys would get bored with it again, and so on and so forth. So since it's more of the same, I think what it is it hasn't been around for so long that a lot of people just want to see me play it and see what it is. I don't know if this game will have much longevity, unless we can get to ranked and see the new maps and modes and things, but I don't know how long that's going to take. 50 wins. How long is it going to take to get 50 wins if every time I play I have to waste half my time trying to match up, right? Now, here's the thing. This weekend of Street Fighter, I'm not playing this again until Monday at the earliest, Tuesday at the latest. Maybe they'll fix the shit over the weekend. I'm not confident they will, but I think what might happen is so many people might just give up trying to play and say, fuck this, that maybe there'll be so many less people on there, there'll be no queue. You just jump right in now, just like original Overwatch, right? So I guess we'll see what happens over the weekend, and then Monday, Tuesday, try again, reconvene, and maybe I'll be able to play consistently for once instead of wasting half my time with sitting with my thumb up my butthole as the servers continuously crash or don't work at all. So I had a good time. Overall, today, support was good. Not you know, oh my God, blow my socks off good, but really good for just kind of sitting around and waiting and only playing 2 hours of gameplay instead of 5. I'm not disappointed at all. Thank you to everyone who supported, okay? So when I come back on Friday, it's all Street Fighter 6 all day long. There's 8 characters in this beta. It's an online-only beta, just to forewarn everyone. There's no offline content to speak of, except when you're waiting for an online match. In matchmaking, you can do a little bit of training mode or kind of explore the hubs of the game. But it's going to be a lot of competitive online play for 3 straight days. Yes, that's all I'm doing for 3 straight days. You have to understand that this is a unique opportunity for me, that I don't get invited to these things like the top prominent golden child players who are so well respected by Capcom. You know, those players that did not get into the beta, and then all of a sudden this morning all received a beta code from Capcom at the same time and all posted up in conjunction. Oh, I'm in the beta now. But wait, everyone got their codes last night. Oh, no, don't worry, I'm in the beta now. Okay. Well, we know how you got in, you know. I digress. It's still going to be a great time. I'm very grateful that I got in. I'm very excited to be experiencing this game for the first time for 3 straight days this weekend. I hope you'll join me. If you don't like fighting games, I'll be back on Monday with variety. It's either going to be Evil Within or more Overwatch 2 on Monday, but we'll see how things go and go from there. All right, guys, thank you so very much. Please enjoy your day off tomorrow from my content, unless you do decide to watch on demand, in which case, enjoy. And I'll see you in the AM on Friday for Street Fighter 6 Beta Madness. Thank you. See ya Friday. Peace.